Hello everyone and welcome back to another JoJo video. I am your host, Mr. Goose, or that one animated Goose, and today I'm going to be talking about these Stardust Crusader figures that I just got in, and I've already ordered another set of these, which is based on part 4. I already really like these, but let's get right into this. But before we do, please remember, leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and anything I say, remember it's just my opinion and you're entitled to your own opinion. But I really like these figures, so let's just get right into them. This came with 6.5 really, because it came with Iggy, which I was so happy about. But anyway, let's just get started. I think we'll go into Jotaro first, the main character. Right, so here we have Jojo Turoku, and I have to say this is probably my favourite out of all of these figures. This just looks incredible. I mean, look at it. The paint job is great, actually, for how small it is. This is only like 7 inches, I think, but it looks really good for the size. And this is just really sick. I really appreciate the design, and they gave him one of his most signature poses. And everything about this is really sick. I mean, the pen isn't perfect, but with the size of this, you can't expect it to be. But I really like this. And I think everything's pretty accurate. The colours are all on. He's got a very cool face and very similar to how he looks in a lot of things. And they come with these bases, but these can easily come off. I'm not sure on the colour. I think they should have went with black like they went for the part 4 figures. But I'll be doing my review of them pretty soon. But I really like this one. And yeah, I'm probably going to give this a 9 out of 10. This is just really cool. And the heads do come off, which I find really cool. And I kind of want to do videos with these more, like wee stop motions. But they're a bit harder to do because they don't actually move. But let's just get into the next one. Anyway, so next up, we have my favourite character in JoJo, Jojo Star. And everyone knows why I love this character. If you don't, go back to my previous video, I talked about it there. But I just love this figure as well. This looks like him a lot. My only slight problem is that this bit, the teeth are, like the beard is put over the teeth a tiny bit. And it does look a bit weird, but that's easy enough to get rid of. And I like the winking because it's very Joseph to do. And I really enjoy this figure. It looks like him a lot. And I love the fact that he's wearing gloves because it suits the fact that he has a metal arm and he's wearing gloves for most of the part. And this figure is just really useful as well for things because it's in a very generic pose that he does do as well. And everything looks very accurate to him. I don't see any weird off colours either. And the hair is really nice. And yeah, I just love this figure. But anyway, let's move on to the next one. So next up we'll do Noriakikakuin. Now I really like this figure. I've got one big complaint with it though. Why is the hair brown? Everyone knows he's a hot redhead. Everyone knows this. It's Comic Chicken's type. A big buff redhead. But anyway, I really like this. Even the fact that there's the little yellow in its eye, which is actually accurate to his eye colour. And I really like this. I mean, some of the colours are a bit off, like the suit is a bit too dark and the hair is brown. But apart from that, I really do like this figure, and I like the cherry earrings. I like the fact that they do earrings for all the characters that have them. But yeah, this is a really nice figure. I'm happy with this one. I like his pose, because it's a very pose that he does quite a lot. But anyway, let's go on to the next figure. Here we have Poneriff. Now, one of my favourite characters, but this is probably my least favourite figure at the moment. I think the fact that he doesn't have eyebrows really puts him off a bit. And his pose is a bit odd, though I think it's okay. But yeah, the face is just a bit of a problem. I like his hair a lot. But yeah, I'm still happy with this figure. I still really like it. I just feel like that face is a little bit off. I don't know what quite is. I think it's just the fact how big this bit is and how there's no eyebrows. But apart from that, this figure is really cool. But anyway, let's move on to the next figure. So next up we have Abdul, and I really like this figure. This one's another sick one that I was surprisingly really impressed with. Now the only real problem with this is that the band thing is floating, which I do find a bit weird, and there's a couple scuffs on the band that he has, but that's not that bad. And I really do enjoy this figure. I think that the legs look amazing. And all the detail, he's got all the detail that he's meant to. These could be a bit less big. Like, these are quite small on his face. Like, these are more like slight lines when these are massive. Like, they should be more like this size of the lines on his forehead. But, yeah, I really do like this figure. The colour of orange could be a tiny bit darker, but apart from that, I really like this figure. But let's move on to the second to last one. Next up, we have everyone's favourite dog, Iggy. Now, this figure is really small and really cute. I'm surprised about how detailed this one is, though. I really like this one. This is one of my favourite out of all the figures. And yeah, he's just a dog that eats chewing gum, and I find that really funny in general of him as a character. And I forgot that he was that he had a stand, or that would have been on my top 10 stands of part 3. But yeah, I just really enjoy this figure. He's small and detailed. He looks like Iggy a lot, and he's even got the yellow on his paws on the bottom, which is an unneeded detail, but he has it in the show, and I really enjoy that. But let's move on to the last, and one of my, if not my favourite figure here. So of course, last up we have Dio. Now I really like this figure. The pose is great, it's very Dio. The hair is really nice as well. He's got the band. His eyebrows are a little too light, and it doesn't really look yellow from a distance, but I still really enjoy it. And he's got the smug face that Dio always has. And I just really enjoy this figure. The only problem is that it didn't, I wish it came with a detachable cape. That would have been really sick, but it doesn't need it. And this is probably my favourite out of the figures in this line, apart from maybe Jotaro. But I'm not sure. You guys will have to tell me what you guys think the best figure is here. But yeah, this deal is just really cool. I did have to paint this bit of here black because it was yellow to be orangish yellow to begin with, which was a bit annoying. But apart from that, these figures are really good, and I do recommend picking these up if you guys want to. They are very cheap. These are only like 15 all for the whole set, and I really do recommend these. Altogether, I give these like a 7 out of 10, 7 or 8 out of 10 altogether, and I'm happy with my purchase. But that's the end of this video. I will see you guys next time. Bye.